Hey everybody, we're back. We're gonna do better this time, okay? And it all starts with a big marmoset. It all starts with a... I don't know what it starts with, okay? This is horrendous. Give me one of these. I hate it, but I will take a level 2 frog if I have to. Let me be a bearded geek. Have you seen this before? Have you seen a bearded geek before? It's a rare sight, let me tell you. Holy cow, we got a draw. I kind of don't believe it, but here we are. Let me get a second frog. This is, without a doubt, the worst team I've ever seen. I will take a duckling, and I will feed my pillbug a bee. What a sorry affair we have here. I don't know what to say. Well, a lot of people were in the same boat, so there is that. We got that working out for us, which is nice. And somehow we draw. They had like triple my stat points. They were just all in attack. Saved. Okay, I'll take a marmoset. I do like a bat, but we could take one later. I gotta be honest with you. Sell me? Buy me? I guess I probably should have bought you first, but it's not that big a deal. We got a 3/6 out there, holy cow. I'm not really a full believer in the, I have no idea how this is going to shake out, man. I imagine you go first, then you go. So I think we'd actually like to set it up like this, but I could be wrong. Like, I think it should be like you go, because we have the same attack. I know they have different defense, but they have the same attack. Left goes first. So you'll go, shrimp stats go here, then you go, shrimp stats go here. I guess we want shrimp and honey on the same unit. I wouldn't have, or the shrimp stats and the honey. I wouldn't have normally wanted this squad to, well, it didn't work out that way, to take shrimps necessarily, but the fact is, how did this team win? The fact is, an early level 2 shrimp is some HP scaling, which is a very valuable thing. And with a dog attached, I mean, there's something to say, right? Sell me. Buy me. Sell me. We're on 6 gold. I would just say buy me. Now, the marmoset is just sadly not long for this world. Even though it's a 3/9, and a 3/9 is like pretty good. Oh, we got so lucky I didn't even freeze that. I feel like I like grabbed it right as I sold the marmoset, so it didn't get re-rolled or something. That was, I'll take it if that's the way it went down. Anyway, I was talking about how the marmoset was not long for this world as it left this world, but that's okay. This is good. This is a good thing. We're focused on funneling all of our stat points to the dog, okay? So forget the ox for now. You can definitely live with this. I do think we probably sell the pillbug and we start building what we would hope to see as a better squad. I think this is good. I think this is fine. I mean, I don't think it really matters. We're mostly just buying stat points for the dog. It would be nice to get some sell triggers too, but this is not really... I don't think it's a buy-sell driven sort of archetype here. Now, did you see that? We stole their anteater. How do you like them apples? I got your anteater. How do you like them apples? Your team is better than mine. Do you like them apples? Yes, you do. Okay, fair enough. But I still think we got good optics for our future here. Okay, this is sell. This is sell. More HP on the dog, please. That's a nice buy. I mean, 2 level 2s or 1 level 3. I mean, the stats don't seem to matter that much. I think you could roll 2 level 2s. I'm glad that they didn't combine there. Okay, thank you. I think you rolled 2 level 2s. I understand the way the squad looks right now is not great. I mean, you do have garlic. I don't know. Maybe we just pop you out there for a second, and then you could do something like this. Then get some buy sells. Now, like, we spend 2 gold, we get 4 HP on random units, but eventually we're going to combine some of them, so it's like, I don't think it's going to be that advantageous, but I'm cursing your level 2 ox right now. Am I cursing it? I don't know. I'm happy we have the opportunity. I feel like we have a fresh canvas right now. I feel like we're doing some painting. 2 level 2 scampies is it's an unusual world to be living in. But there's a part of me that says, you know, this is a great buy opportunity. Pill, and I'm pilling it onto the Scampy, which is a little rare for sure. How about a sell? And then these do come with like a free reroll if you really bend the definition of the word free. I'm gonna buy this for this turn. And then you're gonna come out next turn. So we could easily get a buffalo to pop, but where's the fun in that? You've seen a buffalo pop endlessly. Let's try to make this level 2 Scampy dream just go longer than it has any right to. That's where I'm at right now. How dare you, actually? When you see the team that I put out there, how dare you do that with an Aardvark of all things? Embarrassing. Okay, you're definitely coming out. You're definitely coming out. You're definitely coming in. You're definitely selling. Okay, try running a full squad for once. That's something I've never considered before. How about sell me? How about a little buy me? How about a little buy me? 1227. How we get the dog just it doesn't have enough attack right now. He's like the anti-wasp. We got an anti-wasp situation. Nobody wants that. Oh crap. Really? Again on with exact change? It's getting ridiculous, man. Okay, you need one of these without a doubt. And thank you for being cheaper. You're probably gone. What a strong anteater. Everything I've ever wanted in this life. Lionfish is actually... It feels like lionfish might be amazing. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna combine y'all. Even though mostly this is just to get an extra dog buff, and I do appreciate it. I feel like lionfish can be great for us just because the dog is so... I know this looks weird, but the dog is so tanky that it should be able to live long enough to apply weakness to like every enemy on the enemy team. I'm not going to say I told you so, by the way, but did you notice the positioning actually worked out quite nicely for us there? Go ahead and say it. Oh, the positioning wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, okay. Take a lemon. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Honestly, you should just go ahead and say it. You need attack, my friend. You need attack. You're drunk. Go home and get some attack. Get a steak or something. Okay, they're running a vulture build. I don't disrespect it. I don't hate the player, and I don't hate the game. I do neither. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be completely fine. Okay. And it's the Scampy that got us there. Look at that. Combine me. Roll me. I mean, you're buyable, sellable, not necessarily fantastically, but at least we don't also have to pay for a reroll. Very, very huge, very swag. I like it. It just makes more sense to create a level 2 lionfish. Because we get, like, I mean, we get double the effect. Whereas two level 1 lionfish does not do that. So this could be very valuable for us. We're going to screw up your melon armor, which is actually probably irrelevant, and we're likely to lose. We are guaranteed to lose to this huge marmoset. All I'm going to say about that 5 win right there, how many times did we lose because our opponent had exactly the right attack? Circular streamer, sure. I certainly can't call myself a powerful streamer after that performance. Like, we got arithmetic screwed a couple of times. And that's not to say there wasn't, like, anything we could do. It's more just, that's more than you would expect to see from normal variants. So I'm... Basically, my complaining is just like, yeah, I was bad, but usually you won't get punished for that, which is maybe, you know, falls on deaf ears to some extent, but there's some truth to it. Usually, I can play that sloppy and still get away with it. Okay, but there you go. So far, so good. I like this iguana setup. Counters the spawns nicely. I'm gonna take that duck up a level. Of the two options here, I don't even think it's a choice. Quite frankly, I think you go straight into the ox. Don't worry about your pill meta. And I have to tell you, I have not minded our soirees with the pill bug. I know that it... Here's the thing, very likely you might find yourself saying something that I would consider ridiculous. You might find yourself saying something like, every time you've taken the pill bug, you've lost. Yes, on the weekly that's true. But I've also lost every round, so every time I've taken anything, I've lost. And I would personally be surprised if every unit was bad. I didn't want to have to do this, okay? But we're at 2 wins in 3 rounds. That's acceptable. We should take note of the teams we're frequently losing to. What are we losing to a lot? We're losing to a lot of turtles. Turtles are really... They're allowing good units to trade like 1 for 3. Which is something we should keep an eye on. For now, I'm just gonna support my duck. I guess I'm leaving my jellyfish in kind of like a holding pattern here, which usually leads to pure failure, but with so many units on the cusp, I don't yet know, you know, where we're going. I don't know where the journey leads to for us. I'm stunned that we won that. Okay, this would be a great round to just get a lot of units we already have. Okay, thank you. That seems really good. Oh, you gotta do jellyfish first. Come on, you fool. That's a given. Roll me. Nothing. Roll me. Nothing. Roll me. Something. You're gonna hate this, but I'm telling you. Maybe you should hate it. We're going 4 squatted, but we got a pretty good jellyfish. The fact that I didn't do the jellyfish first, I'm embarrassed. Their team is better than mine. And it's like, I can't even point to like a single unit. I'm like, the team is just better than mine all around. 1 extra unit sure would have helped out a lot. I can't deny that. Parrot doesn't seem that meaningful here. None of this seems good at all. Sure, I mean, a pill bug, it can get us there. It helps us get there. Maybe a garlic on our jellyfish. And then we're running 4 squatted again. You didn't even think about it. You didn't even think about it. Just ran straight ahead with the garlic jellyfish. I'm skeptical. I mean, it's a strong dog. That's mainly what's got me skeptical. I actually think we might have a draw in the cards. I actually think we might have a win. Holy cow, I've got a new lease on life somehow. Give me a donkey. I think there's something to it. And you know what? I see a level coming in our future. Fortune cookie. Don't. It didn't. Thank you so much. We were saved when we didn't deserve to be saved. Nobody's more surprised than me. This could be a huge round, too. Okay, tier 5s have been unlocked. That also includes chocolate. Okay, get ready to level up. Get ready to level up. Lemon's always good. But a level up? A level up? Okay, I think it's time for a Stegosaurus to get in there. I think the duck can go. I know it's close to leveling and helping our jellyfish, but this helps our jellyfish immediately with a 9/9 buff. And then next turn, we pop the lemon on the jellyfish. They got their own jellyfish, but I don't think it's as good as my jellyfish. Okay, I think this can actually get us here. And I also think the donkey blows out a lot of goofy teams. So I'm interested in what it's got going on. I'm also interested in this, honestly. And then with nothing special going on here. Pillbug, justify your existence a little longer. Take a little, take a grape. Give us some extra financials. Well, we got a problem because the wasp is going to be very strong. But we also, now the wasp is the final unit. Oh, we were so close to a win there. But honestly, I'm just happy to be here. At 6 wins. A little more? A little more? Yeah, a little more. I mean, I think a walrus is good, don't get me wrong. That's always what I say before I engage in, like, a very needless reroll, is don't get me wrong. Instead, I prioritized basically getting a 2/2 buff on our jellyfish. That seems suboptimal. On the other hand, having such a strong... I'm alive. Having such a strong ox, a level 3 ox, is kind of cool. So this donkey has been an unsung hero for us, but, you know, I think maybe we're at the point where it's like, thanks for the 2/2 buff, which now I'm realizing basically means I just spent 3 gold giving you experience to turn you into a pair that only goes to 1 unit. The optics of that, and then there's an immediate donkey. Okay, it doesn't... What I just did, I don't think it makes any sense at all, but here we are at 7 wins regardless. The telltale question, can a team with only 1 half-decent unit actually do something? Well, here's where the donkey comes in. Great work. And you know what? They're going to move that shark to the front at some point anyway as well. Okay, it's an insanely strong spawn there. I must issue congratulations to you. We might squeeze a win out here, and that's crazy. And it's all thanks to the donkey busting up the team's order, honestly. Imagine if any of these other units scaled at all. Imagine if I invested them even slightly. But, look, that won't be necessary. I don't know. Spawn something. Helps out our ox. 32-39 jellyfish. Round 13 is the only thing we got going for us. We're pushing a parrot up to the front. That seems insanely great right now. It saved us from getting an awful lot of buffs. Now, that's terrible. On the other hand, that stops you from getting several buffs. No, but it gives the ox another chance at redemption. Okay, fair enough. It's a funny team, and your porcupine actually lived. I got nothing but respect for a porcupine who lives. Maybe the donkey can hit level 3. Maybe. Maybe. Stupid of me to even suggest it was possible. Everybody knows the donkey never hits level 3. I think 8 would be enough for this team for me to feel like we did a good thing. However, obviously, you'd always love some more. How'd you get so much scaling? You ever find yourself asking ridiculous questions? How'd you get this much scaling? You got so much scaling. You're like Mindy Kaling. I'd take 8 wins on that one. This is our best run. It was a bit of a creative team, I guess. If by creative you mean literally just FOMOing into jellyfish endlessly. Be a barbaric personality. Ah! My one wish for this run is we win 1 round thanks to the iguanas. Instead of what always has happened so far, I mean, this is just hilarious, which is we take iguanas and then never go up against anybody running crickets or anything. Just to have like 1 round where we run up against an enemy that is running the thing that we're trying to counter would make me feel like so self-actualized and fulfilled. So I would love it, man. It would really, it would make my day. Okay, how about roll me? Another iguana? I'll be honest with you, I don't really want, I didn't mean to drag it on top. Well, okay, you know what then? Level 3 iguana. Now you've done it. You better hope you got a spawning team or I'm gonna hit the freaking moon. Don't even, man. By the way, this is a moment of, I have some differences with my fellow man. I kind of like melon on blowfish. Usually, / always, it will cost you 1 hurt trigger, but the 2 damage from the hurt trigger tends to matter a lot less than just keeping the unit alive for 1 extra attack. They're my 2 cents. If you disagree, and you know, you can make, I've seen convincing cases for the disagreement, don't get me wrong. Then I defend to the death your right to say it. I'm just saying, for now, given the limited amount of options that we had at our disposal, as I felt, at the very least, I think this was the most sensible option. Is there a way to force our opponent to spawn enemies? I guess there is. What do you think? Dude, honestly, what about an early backed... I know it's hilarious and maybe horrible. What about an early backed... You gotta do it like that, even though you lose the bee. The melon's worth way more. Early backed eel, and then you pull it out of the backed tank. When appropriate. When is that? I don't know. I'll probably just do it wrong, but that's okay. You pull it out when you need the help, I guess. We could... Dude, honestly, there's not a lot of strong units in this pack, is the other thing. I think you could get away with, like, running a good camel. I know this squad looks very strange. Like, that's fine with me. Like, I wanted one camel in the back, though. Okay. What I've noticed is that it's reasonably easy to scale HP. It's relatively hard to scale attack. As we just got blown out, but... Nice shot. Okay. I mean, it could have been worse. So I think that the camel can actually go off. Now, I don't really want to leave a camel in the back of the tank for as long as would be necessary, but... Maybe we can try. Just try it a little bit. That's a nice level. A barracuda, it seems like a slap in the face. I don't really know how I'm going to use that at all. A turtle and a blowfish. The problem with the blowfish is that what the heck is like a turtle going to do? Like, what the heck is a blowfish going to do? I got the whole squad frozen, don't get me wrong. But, like, I rolled for no reason. Legitimately no reason. But, like, it's not like we have an elephant in this pack that's going to shoot at a blowfish or anything like that. So I don't really know what the future holds for us here. How am I going to do 16 damage to this fish? Let me stop you. The answer is we're not going to do 16 damage to this fish and live. We're in we're in a world of hurt here. We're on lethal as is. Okay. Well, forget the eel then. That was a busted strategy. Say goodbye. And then run a hawk. The great equalizer. This team is bad. I don't think I'm surprising anybody with that statement. We got really good luck right there. I don't think it's gonna... You know what? Actually, I was very wrong. It's gonna matter a lot. Okay, maybe we rebuild ourselves now. Maybe we get a chance. Try to create a level 3 turtle. We have seen some rhinos pop. Is it maybe time to say, like, this iguana just didn't do what we needed it to do and try to get a rhino out there instead? That has a little extra stats going on. I see that we have the vulture, but we don't really have a spawning team. So many spawners, we could make a spawny team. We really needed to kill that vulture. This is going to be an issue. This is going to be a problem. On the other hand, a weak team is the kind of thing we're looking for when we're going up with the rhino on our own squad, as you saw. But there's the catch. We were pretty close, though. I mean, the rhino... Oh, that's the end. 4 wins! Come on! Run me back. Just because there's 2 of you. That's the only reason. And then, honestly, give me a marmoset. At least I'm more likely to sell you instead of try to run you. Space Gladiator, that's perfect. Would you believe me that in 45 minutes on stream today of Super Auto Pets gameplay, I had 2 10 wins? I know it seems like I'm spinning you a yarn or a fictitious tale given my performance here. I promise you, it's the truth. Like Han Solo said about the Force. No, it's all true. And that guy knew a little thing or two about the Force. I mean, come on. When your brother-in-law is the greatest Jedi of all time, you learn something about the Force. You do. How about something like this? How about an early wasp that gets insanely strong? I feel like we should set ourselves like a little goal. And the goal is like, run a full squad every round. That would be something, right? I could leave feeling positive about myself if that came to pass. Holy cow, we got a draw. Jellyfish. Jellyfish. Mandelbaum. You should come up here now. No, yeah, 4-2, sure, why not? We just, like, I'm buying the cookies, I'm buying the cupcakes just because I want to stay alive, man. Just one more sip from the well of oxygen, please. Garçon. We actually won a round. And you know what? I think the cookie had some relevancy. I think it did. Don't tell me it didn't. Let me get one of these. I know we're probably going to sell this fish at some point, but that is a nice, like, win now sort of upgrade. Certainly did not get anything that I thought would be even modestly interesting. We got to figure out what we're doing with this wasp, because it is going to end up being like a 52. As of the way things stand right now. Which, by the way, it would be a dream just to live that long. We're going to lose this one, I think, just... Never mind. I keep calling a loss, but we got wins coming out of our wherever. We need to figure out what your thing is. Like, I don't mind you just trading with a huge unit if we can ensure that it loses its melon armor. Maybe, like, you plus a lionfish or something like that, and then you in the first position. I guess we're buffing a jellyfish. For reasons. Thanks for the 1-1 buff. Really appreciate it. What else? What are we looking for? What are we doing? The problem is, I'm looking at the squad, and I'm like, fine. I'm like, none of the unit... Forget the jellyfish. We're not taking it. Like, long term. None of the units on the squad are permanent, so I don't invest in them. And then I end up losing in the mid-game. Well, the only way you can make it to the late game is by investing in some of those units that you probably feel are uninvestable. But we don't have... The other thing that's trippy about this week, we don't have traditional scaling. So you can't just build like a level 3 marmoset and then like add a penguin to the squad. Which is, I think, where I'm struggling, is that it's a little bit... It's just a little bit different. And I like that. I think, honestly, one thing you could say about this weekly is that it's kind of just good stuff. Just kind of like a lot of good animals. Like, the hawk, I think the hawk goes in this weekly so far. Even though every time we take it, I lose. You ever consider buffing the unit that gets scaled? That's an interesting idea. Never thought about that one. Wasp turtle is also, like, I should be keeping an eye out looking for turtles. Obviously, our camel's doing nothing. And that hurts. You know what I'm realizing? We're seeing a lot of aggressive aardvarks. Like, a lot of aardvarks... You piece. With bees or bears attached to them. It's an interesting idea. Sold the camel. I would feel way less bad about that if we'd gotten like a single... Or I'd feel way worse about that, I should say, if we'd gotten a single camel trigger in this entire game so far, but I genuinely don't believe that we have. We have, I don't know, like less than 15 total hit points across our entire squad. I'm gonna tell you, that has me feeling a certain sort of way, and it's not positive. On the other hand, we do seem to be a draw machine, and I don't work for nobody but me. And I'll also tell you some positives. I think Hawk at the back does 14 damage to whatever is at the back. That's going to go off. I also think a hippo, even though it's way late in the order here, I think it can go. I think it makes sense. The fish is gone next. 6/6 with melon, it serves no purpose. Get a turtle out there instead. Melon up your bee if possible. This is too strong. Oh my god, that puppy. The math is not gonna... Wait, or is it? Or is it? Hit the bee, hit the bee. You needed to hit the bee! Are we dead? Not dead. We're on lethal, though. What a disaster. Take a lemon. Level up. Take some HP. Okay, this is going to look very strange. I just think based on the order, I'd love to have the anteater in front of the hippo. I think we're relying on blowing out their strong unit. Mission accomplished. Not trading 1 for 1. Okay, I'm alive. You're gonna shoot me. You're gonna shoot you. You're gonna shoot. You're gonna shoot me. You're gonna shoot you. You're gonna shoot me. And then okay, well. I've had some embarrassing losses in the weekly so far, but either way, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We're going to get there, and I'll see you next time. See ya.